It's an all-new episode of The Good Stuff, and we're about to get the best sleep ever.
Okay, right?
I feel better already.
Yes, you can overcome that tired but wired cycle with easy tips to start tonight, including smart ways to declutter your space and declutter your mind. Then, this new mom gets a total sleep makeover with a bedroom overhaul that is completely life-changing. And Shobana Lakavali rounds up hair and skin products that'll work their magic while you literally get your beauty sleep. Plus, Mary's got a DIY spin on an old 90s classic that's sure to be a weeknight hit. It all starts right now.
Today, I am making a take on a childhood classic. You know that hamburger-based boxed meal kit that was super popular in the 90s? The one that every time still, when I walk by it at the grocery store, I'm like, do I pick up a box of that? Well, no matter what, it is still a family favorite. And sure, the box one is great, but when you have the time to make it from scratch, which doesn't take that much longer, there's nothing like my homemade burger buddy. That's what I'm calling it. Yeah. Now, one of our wonderful camera operators called it Hamburger Assistant, which I thought was also very fun. So not bad, Connor. All right, we're gonna get to work on this. First thing we need to do is cook the beef. So I have got a pan here over about medium-high heat. I'm gonna go into there with about a teaspoon or two of oil. You don't need too much. We're using lean ground beef. Lean ground beef has enough fat in it that some is gonna render out and help that beef cook, but it's not so fatty that it's gonna be kind of soupy. So I'm gonna go into the pan with that ground beef. And then as soon as that gets in there, I wanna start breaking that up just with the side of a wooden spoon. Now, I am using 454 grams of lean ground beef, which is unfortunately what a pound rounds down to in the world of grams. So I'm just gonna break that up. You see that caramelization already starting. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season this, but I'm gonna season this a little differently than you might think. I'm gonna go in with some pepper for a little bit of that heat, a little bit of that smokiness. Then I'm gonna go in with some of the classic flavors that I feel like this kind of burger buddy tastes like. So the first thing I need is about a 1/4 teaspoon of some chili powder, a little bit of chili powder, super tasty. I also need about a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika, which to me is like the bacon of my spice cupboard, always good. And then I'm also gonna go in with a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. I don't actually wanna use fresh garlic here. I like the garlic powder. It gives a nice kind of roasted garlic flavor without really having to do anything. All right, that's looking great. Gonna give that a mix to combine. Now you'll notice, I said I was gonna season this, but I haven't added any salt. And that's because whenever I'm cooking ground beef, I don't actually like to season it with salt yet. I season it with salt a little bit later. If I were to add the salt in now, it tends to kind of draw moisture out. That's usually what's happening when you're adding salt early in a cooking process. When you add it to onions, say, when you're cooking those down, it helps draw out a little bit of that water to help them cook down faster. I don't want the moisture of this beef to cook out, so I'm not gonna put that salt in yet. I am gonna season it later once it's cooked off though. So let that beef do its thing for, I'd say about maybe 10-ish minutes just while it cooks. So while that does its thing, I'm gonna chop up my onion. So I have got one yellow onion here. I love a yellow onion. It's my house onion, is what I would call it. I got a house yellow and a house red, you know? I'm just gonna dice that up. And when I buy my onions, I always buy them in this weird like fishnetty bag. They have a consistent size. They're reasonably sized, because I don't know about you, but anytime I go to the grocery store and try to buy just one white onion, it's the size of my head. And I'm like, I don't need that much onion. So typically if I'm saying in my recipes 1 onion, it's usually one of these onions. So a little bit more of a normal size. Definitely really, really choppable, usable. They also last a good long time because they are dried. So they last a good time in your pantry. All right, that's looking great. Now I am going to just transfer this beef aside because we've got some that's already cooked. You see those spices doing their thing. And then when the beef gets to this point, nice and cooked down, looking caramelized and absolutely beautiful, this is when you want to season it with some salt. So I'm going to go in with a pinch of salt just to get that nice and seasoned. And I'm also just going to give that a stir. Now at this point, the beef is done. It's looking great, golden brown. It is cooked through. So I'm going to set that beef aside because we're going to build the rest of the dish in this pan. One of my favorite things about this dish, whether you buy it boxed or make it from scratch, is it's a one-pan supper. And we love a one-pan supper. It's a dream, right? Set that beef aside. Try to get as much as you can out. Anything that doesn't is totally fine. It'll all come together in the end. And then I'm gonna go in with just a titch more oil. There's still some oil in there. There's a little bit of beef fat, which is looking absolutely beautiful. But I'm gonna add my onion on into that pan just to get that cooking down as well. So while that gets cooking, this is where you do want to add salt immediately. Because those onions have a ton of moisture in them, we actually do want to draw that moisture out to let them cook down and caramelize quicker. Add the salt right away. Season them as well with a little bit of pepper. Again, that salt will season them a bit, but mainly here it's just to draw out that moisture, help them cook down. Super, super good. Give that a stir to combine. And you want those onions to cook down for about 5 to 6 minutes, just until they're a little bit tender and looking beautiful. Once those have cooked down for 5 to 6 minutes, we're gonna season those with the same things we used for that beef. So this is kind of building that layer of seasoning. So I'm gonna go in with another 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. And chili powder is not spicy. Chili powder is more smoky. It's kind of a mixture of spices. It's not like cayenne. We're not talking cayenne here. Also going in with a 1/4 teaspoon of that smoked paprika and a 1/4 teaspoon of my garlic powder, which probably, I go through that spice very quickly in my house. All right, give that a stir. You wanna toast those spices for about 30 seconds just to bring a little bit of life to them. Because I don't know about you, but some of my spices, they've been in there a while. Yeah. And they might start tasting a little dusty. So if you put them on a little bit of heat, that just brings them back to life and gives that deliciousness back in. All right, now into there to give that creamy kind of sauce that usually comes with that beautiful kind of burger buddy, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of flour. This is gonna help thicken it up as it cooks. So just a tablespoon of flour is gonna go right on in. Scatter that over top. This is basically making kind of a roux because we've got that fat in there. The flour and that fat are gonna mix together. You wanna toast that for about 30 seconds to a minute just to cook off that raw flour flavor. While that's cooking off though, we're gonna add in one of my favorite time savers in the kitchen, and that is tomato paste. Now I've got tomato paste in 2 different varieties here. We've got a tube, which always feels very fancy. We have also got a can. This tube is the exact same amount as this can. This costs like 6 times more. So if you wanna do this and feel like you're having toothpaste, but it's tomato, feel free, go for it. That does keep. If you're only using a little bit, definitely buy that. It'll keep well. To be honest, I always just use the can. We need about 4 tablespoons in this pan. I'm just measuring kind of willy-nilly. Unfortunately, in this can, there's about almost 6 tablespoons. So you're gonna have a couple left over. But the way that I like to save it is I actually tend to put it into a zip top bag, squish it flat, and pop it in the freezer. Then anytime I need a little bit of tomato paste, just break a little bit of that frozen stuff off, toss it in, and you're good to go. Love that. All right, give that a stir. That tomato paste grabs onto the bottom, it gets that little tinny flavor off. And I'm gonna go in with some beef broth. Now I've got 3 cups of low sodium beef broth here. I'm gonna add that right on in. And you wanna bring this up to a boil. This is the thing that I love about this recipe. As opposed to boiling pasta on the side, we're actually gonna cook it in this beef broth. So once this comes up to a boil, you're gonna add in your pasta. I've got about 200 grams of rotini here. I'm gonna add that on into the pan. I'm gonna give that a stir, and then you wanna boil that. Now I'm gonna cover this one, you can cover it at home as well. It'll absorb all that beautiful sauce, and you're gonna end up with something that looks like this, which is a delight. Very exciting. All right. Now, to bring this together and finish this off, all we need to do is add in 2 of my favorite ingredients, and that is cream and cheese. Yeah, so we're gonna go in with about a 1/4 cup, maybe a 1/2 cup of cream. You could also do sour cream if you wanted. And then I've got anywhere from 1 to 2 cups of grated cheddar cheese. Give that a stir, add that in, and then you re-add that beef right on in. Absolutely beautiful. Is this classy? No. Yeah? Oh, you do think it's classy. Oh my gosh. Y'all, If this is your classy dinner, I'm coming to your house. That is excellent. Look at that cheesy deliciousness, stringy and wonderful. Okay, to me, this looks like a dream. I'm gonna serve this up. Let's bring it on over. The cheese, the tomato, the cream, what more could you want? Okay, I'm gonna dig in. Let's give it a taste. We gotta take a quick break, but we'll be right back.
Coming up, this new mom gets a total sleep makeover with a bedroom overhaul that is completely life-changing. That's coming up. Tomorrow, it's an all-new episode of The Good Stuff. Do you love it, but don't know how to wear it? It's Erica Wark to the rescue with tweaks to your favorite wardrobe pieces that'll keep them feeling current and fresh. Then, from Taylor Swift to Priyanka Chopra Jonas, the stars have the look, and you can too when Nikki Strachan shares hacks for celebrity-inspired makeup. It's an all-new episode tomorrow.
Us can relate to, it's not getting a good night's sleep. So today we've got you covered with expert tips and solutions, starting with our viewer Kelly. Kelly wrote to us for help cooling down her too hot to sleep in bedroom. So we sent sleep expert Amanda Jewson to the rescue.
Hi, Amanda. I'm good.
How are you? I'm so happy to be here.
Thanks for coming.
My pleasure. I hear you're not sleeping well.
Not exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell me what's going on.
So our bedroom is on the top floor, and
Right.
so it just tends to get really hot. Also, our mattress, we don't really know how old it is, so it might not be the best fit for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I think also, so I am a professional musician and I work late at night. I also have a 1-year-old son, and
Right.
so when I get home really late at night, he's waking up really early. It can be really hard to just make that transition and go to bed.
Okay, those are real problems. Show me the bedroom.
Sure, upstairs.
Let's go.
Okay, here it is.
Okay. I have my plan in place. The first part of that plan is getting you out of this house. Get out of here and leave this to me. When you get back, we'll have lots of fun things for you. All right,
Sounds good.
see you later. Bye. You can tell there's been some wear here. A lot of folks don't know that we need to be replacing our mattresses every 7 to 10 years. All right, we have a lot of work to do here. The delivery guys are downstairs. Let's get to it. The first thing that we're gonna do is go grab the old mattress and take it out. Oh, it looks so good! So one of the first things I noticed is that Kelly and her partner actually track the temperature of the room. Optimal sleep temperature is anywhere between 17 and 21 degrees Celsius. Thankfully, I have some awesome cooling products that are gonna cool them right down. Okay, Kelly's gonna be back within the hour. We've done a lot of things today. We've had this mattress delivered. We have all of the accessories here. Last thing to do, make up this bed. And here we go, come on in.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, this is amazing. It looks so soft.
It is, go ahead and feel
touch
it.
it?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. So this is
Wow.
the Sleep Plus 8000 by King Living. So this little spot here can be removed, flipped, based on the firmness or the softness. It's an
Wow,
incredible
I didn't know that
mattress.
existed. That's
It
amazing.
does, and it's amazing, and now I want one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So you were talking about feeling the sheets. Go ahead and feel these again.
Okay.
So the sheets, the comforter,
So soft.
everything is from Hush. So Hush is made with 100% viscose bamboo, okay?
Okay.
It's cool to the touch. Now let's talk about the pillow because I'm so excited about the pillow.
Okay.
So they're infused with graphite. Graphite is heat conducting, so it pulls heat from your head, okay? So
Wow.
if this isn't enough,
Okay.
you're gonna get it all here. Over here, Grace Boutique
Oh.
from Stratford has brought you some natural fiber cozy pajamas. So go ahead and feel these. These are all natural fibers and it's gonna make you feel really cool, okay?
Amazing.
So last but not least, you talk about coming home at the end of a long night, our friends at Philips sent over their smart sleep wake up light. There is a wind down button. You're gonna press that button, and over 5, 15, 10, 20 minutes, however long you wanna wind down, it'll start with the sun on and slowly set over that amount of time. That tricks your brain into thinking, hey, the sun is setting, it's time for me to set too. You're gonna sleep like a dream.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yay!
I feel so fancy.
You are fancy! You are
great.
fancy!
Thank you.
My pleasure, thank you!
Hi, Amanda. I'm about to spend my first night in my new bed with the new mattress. I'll let you know how I sleep in the morning. Good morning. I just had the best sleep of my life. The bed was so comfortable. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, mission accomplished. Everybody give it up for Amanda. Amanda, that was absolutely amazing. I really liked the fact that you said sleep like a dream, not sleep like a baby, because as we know, babies don't necessarily sleep that great.
They do not.
And speaking of people who do know that, Kelly's actually in the audience with us right now. Kelly, okay, first off, when we were watching that edit, I also play the flute. What's up, Kelly? Yeah, so exciting. Okay, Kelly, it's been a while since that makeover happened and we filmed that. How have you been sleeping still?
It's been so amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and you know, the room itself is not cooler necessarily, but just the addition of the cooling sheets and the pillows, which I didn't know that was even possible.
Yeah.
It's so much better. Like one night I actually woke up and I was like, wow, I'm actually a little bit cold in here. And it's great. So yeah.
What a thrill. That's amazing. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for doing this with us. You were awesome. Great job. So good. All right, Amanda, as we know, I'm also a hot sleeper. I learned a lot in that, but there's a lot of things that can kind of disrupt our sleep, a lot of other issues that are a thing. Now, today you wanted to talk about something that you actually call the tired but wired brain, and I don't know what that is, but I know exactly what that is. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so what is that?
So it's basically when your body didn't get the message.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right? We've all been there. We're like, oh, I need to go to bed. You put your head on the pillow, ding, I'm awake.
Yeah.
You think about every embarrassing thing that you've said.
done since you were 12 years
since
old.
Since you were 12,
Yeah.
100%, the day it happened. And the rumination and the thought spiral. These tips and tricks today are going to help cue the body that, hey, you're safe. You don't need to be hypervigilant and watching all of these things. You can go to sleep.
Okay, I love that. Okay, so let's get into some kind of tools that can kind of help us outsmart that tired but wired brain. What are we starting with?
Okay, so I like to start with something tactile and physical. And I don't know about you, but I put all these things on my phone to make me not be on it.
Yes.
And then it says, like, do you want to ignore this? And I say, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And then I press ignore.
I do, and it's like 15 more minutes, and you're like, of course. And then you're like, well, that last 15 minutes wasn't 15 minutes.
It wasn't, it's not real. It's too easy. So I'm moving my clients to something physical. This is an actual time lockbox.
Oh, okay.
We open it up. You put in your phone. You do this. You press lock for a certain amount of time. You cannot get it. Now listen, in an emergency, you can get it. But if you really need the phone, you need to get up. You need to walk over. You need to press the thing. And by then, hopefully, the feeling has passed.
Yes, hopefully you're like, this is ridiculous. You don't need to look at your phone.
I can't believe I'm doing it. You don't see the notifications. You don't hear it. That's the idea behind this. My clients love it. On the idea of tactile, we're doing something. That ruminating brain, that embarrassing moment at 12, we're going to actually get it out of our body. Okay, so you're thinking about that embarrassing moment. I like worry cards. You can pack these right in your bedside table.
Oh, just like cue cards, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I spilled tea on myself in front of the hottest boy in school. Throw it away.
Yeah, check it away. I like it. Rip it up.
I had a really bad meeting. Throw it away. Literally throw it away. Your brain is going to say, it's gone, it's out, it's really tactile.
Okay, cool. I love that.
The next thing is next level, but I'm a next level person. So it says burn after reading. This book, you can literally write your thing, burn it safely. And it's gone. Say, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it pass, and off we go.
I like that. Let's talk about laughter.
Okay, so this is like my favorite thing I'm gonna talk about today, because in my research for like things to get us, moving and going, I looked at laughter. There's a 2019 meta-analysis, which means we look at all the studies about a thing, of 814 subjects. These people said that when they laughed before bed, they fell asleep quicker, had less symptoms of depression and anxiety. That's pretty amazing. We all like to laugh. Okay? So easy enough. We're going to pop on our earbuds. You can listen to a funny podcast, go for a walk outside, really get the physicality out, okay? We also know that laughter, we take in more oxygen. Oxygen goes to the brain. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is basically your chill out center, okay? The more oxygen that you get, the more that we're, you know those endorphins?
Is that why we kind of sigh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and like when you yawn. Okay, right?
I feel better already. Yeah, that's true. That's nice. Yeah.
So you can, you know, get some funny books. This has nothing to do with this location. Dad jokes are my favorite.
Okay, fantastic. Now let's move on over here because we've got some kind of physical grounding tools and some kind of like cozies. So what do we got going on in this region?
So again, I talk about, you know, signaling the body. And sometimes, you know, when you're on TikTok and you see that guy come on and he goes, hey, put your shoulders down. And I'm like, why are my shoulders up here?
Yes.
I didn't even know. How did you know?
Put your jaw back, Mary. Stop sitting like this.
This is it. So I like a massage peanut.
Okay.
It looks like a peanut, okay? This part here goes on your spine.
Oh, and then you roll?
You can roll. You can also just lay down.
Okay.
Breathe deeply for about 2 minutes. That's going to release the tension in your shoulders, upper back. That's where we usually all carry it. Again, that signal to the body, we're okay. You don't have to be hypervigilant.
Yeah.
I talk a lot about weighted products on this show, but then people say they're too hot, they're too heavy. I love, this is a weighted lap mat, so feel that.
Oh, this is nice.
Right?
I'm a lap pillow person, so this makes sense.
You will love this. It goes on your lap or your shoulders for that pressure feeling. The extra pressure releases serotonin. Serotonin makes us feel good, tells that body we're relaxed. This is great. And you don't have to go to bed with it and feel hot and weighted.
100%. Now, what is this little guy? Because I love him.
I love him too. I had to steal him 2 times from my daughters. Okay. So pick him up a little bit. You'll see that he's a little bit weighted.
A little bit of a heft, Yes.
So on the idea of science, we looked at shift workers, okay? So there's a 2024 study of shift workers, and we looked at multi-sensory approaches. So things like heat, weight, scent. Now, if you put this guy in the microwave for 30 seconds, he's gonna heat up like a little heated stuffed bunny, and then he will smell like lavender.
Oh, that's nice.
So the lavender, the heat is going to reduce your pulse. You're gonna sleep like a dream. And these shift workers found an hour more asleep a night.
Wow, that's amazing.
An hour.
Amanda, this has been a delight. I love this lavender scented capybara. I know it's your daughter, so I won't take it.
It's not yet.
Thank you for, thank you maybe for letting us borrow your future gift. Amanda, thank you so much, Kelly. Thanks again. We gotta take a break.
Up next, Shobana Lakavali rounds up hair and skin products that'll work their magic while you literally get your beauty sleep. That's up next.
Shobana Lakavali is here with her favorite products and tips to protect our hair and skin while we sleep. Hey, Shobana, how's it going?
Really good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this segment because it's all about just doing more while we sleep. Like turning your bedtime into beauty time.
I like that. This is the thing, because obviously we wash our face at the end of the day, you put your stuff on, but we're talking stuff that continues kind of working as we sleep.
As it should, because our skin and our hair is recovering, is repairing, is rejuvenating. You're getting a natural glow up. So I'm gonna just show you a few subtle shifts you can make to not get in the way, but also to make it better.
Okay, we like this. All right, let's get right into this. We're gonna start off with prepping our hair before bed.
Yes.
Okay.
So I feel like we do something. We have a skincare routine before we go to bed.
Yes.
But I don't have a hair care routine.
No.
Do you have a hair care routine?
I mean, I put it up in like a high loose pony. I look like, it's like troll doll kind of,
But I feel like we need to up the game there to get healthier scalp and healthier hair. And the easy way to do it, all you need is a brush and some oil.
Okay.
And you're gonna just brush your actual scalp a little bit more than you do normally.
Okay.
Obviously, you don't wanna hurt yourself.
No.
And then brush your hair. It's gonna help stimulate the scalp. It's gonna help stimulate blood flow in your scalp skin. It's skin after all, which will help with growth. And also help distribute the oils throughout. Because you know how you have a greasy head, but then you have dry ends?
Yes.
Brush your hair.
Okay, and then it actually gets it nice and kind of even. And then them to give a little help. So we've got that from AOB.
Yes, this is the AOB bamboo brush. So it's really gentle. It also has some really great little knobs. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
On the tips, so you can
actually
massage.
get in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what you want to do? You want to actually, to detangle first, is start from the bottom.
Yeah.
And then go up.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys all know this. Some people don't.
Yeah.
So you don't break your hair more.
Totally.
And the nice thing is you can also add an oil with it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is actually from Sexy Hair. It's their Love Oil. This is going to lock in hydration. I need you to feel this. It is just so amazing with your hair. So basically what it does, it's going to lock in that hydration, reduce frizz.
Yeah.
So you already wake up feeling and looking luscious.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Do you know what I like about this too? Again, we talked about you got your hair oil up here, you brush it down. If you got longer hair, it's not making it to the ends.
Exactly.
Pop that in the ends, and it also it smells nice.
It smells really, really nice.
It's hot tip, smells nice. All right, that is amazing. Now, what else do we have going on here?
Okay, so if you haven't tried heatless curlers before, you're missing out. Like, just think about having your hair done while you sleep.
I like this.
Okay?
Like,
You don't have to
literally
do it
done while you
Literally
sleep.
while you sleep. So you gotta make sure your hair is straight. And this is a huge trend on TikTok and social media. It's been a huge trend for a few years. And you're gonna use something like this, okay? So this is actually the Conair roller, like a heatless roller set, as you can see. And they come in different variations. And they have a little scrunchie.
Yeah.
Basically, you put this on the top of your head.
Okay, nice, yeah.
Getting ready for, bedtime. And then you're gonna start by wrapping one strand around your hair.
Okay.
And then as you go around, you're gonna grab another strand.
Oh, almost like a French braid. Like you
Yes,
continually grab
exactly.
more. Okay.
This technique is very key.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is gonna fall out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then at the end, we just are gonna wrap the ends with a scrunchie.
Okay.
I like to actually use like bobby pins or any kind of pins to hold this in place. It's just easier to do.
Yeah.
So you do it on this side, you do it this side, bada bing, bada boom, you sleep, you wake up, and your hair is done.
We love that. We love that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and you know what's neat is that some people, you have to have your hair straight. You can get really beautiful curls.
Yes.
You can also just add some body to your hair.
Yeah.
There's tons of ways to go with this.
Fantastic. I love that. Now, you said that you need your hair to be on the straighter side
Yes.
to work best with
Yes,
that. So
yes.
what do we got going on here?
Okay, so this is a new hack that's really neat. So if you want like smoother, polished hair in the morning, less frizz, you want to do less work, you want to lock in that hairstyle, use this guy. This is the Conair 2-in-1 hairstyling tool. And what's neat about this guy is that it actually will go from damp to smooth, like if you wash your hair at nighttime, in like a few minutes.
Oh, great.
But
Honestly, my mom uses this.
and she probably loves it.
It takes her like 2 minutes to dry hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what's neat about this guy is that if you don't like shower at night, you can use it on a low heat, run it through your hair. It's gonna close your cuticles.
Yeah.
Reduce that puff and frizzy hair, and it's gonna retain your hairstyle for the morning.
Okay.
So again, less work.
Yes.
And you haven't even gone to bed yet.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I love this.
So this is the Conair wet to dry 2-in-1 styler, so super affordable too.
Fantastic. We love that. Okay, next up, still sticking kind of with the hair. We're moving into kind of beauty. What do we got going on here? I know we've talked about this before. I've yet to
Yes.
try one.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is called, it's a silk bonnet.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the thing: when you're sleeping, you know this already. Your pillowcases can be drying out your skin and your hair.
Yeah.
Making it frizzy. Oh, you guys already know this. Look at that.
nicely done.
Okay. So I want you to make a shift to change your pillowcases from cotton to silk.
Okay.
Okay? Because silk doesn't absorb hair, and it's also luxurious.
Yeah.
So just feel these. This is from Emily's Pillow.
Oh, beautiful.
It's a French brand, new in Canada.
Ooh la la,
Yeah.
very nice.
It's 100% mulberry silk. Okay, and it comes in beautiful colors. It's organic. It's hypoallergenic, and they have a few different hair accessories to help protect your hair. The nice thing about silk is that you're gliding, right? You're not getting stuck in that cotton.
Yeah.
And this is gonna also help prevent like breakage that happens in the morning.
Yeah.
Your hair will be better. It'll be hydrated.
It doesn't absorb.
It doesn't
all that
absorb.
oil or that face cream and everything you put on there.
Yeah, cotton literally just takes it away.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah.
One of the biggest game changers for me though is to use a silk bonnet.
Yeah.
How many of us use a silk? Guys.
Oh, we got one.
Gals.
Yes, okay.
This is a
I feel
game-
like soon too. I'm almost doing it.
My I think 18-year-old nephew
Yes.
uses a silk bonnet for his curls.
When my husband goes to the gym, he's like, all the boys are wearing silk bonnets.
It's trending,
the
guys.
gym.
Now's the
Yeah.
time. And so what this does, it actually, again, protects your hair, retains the hydration.
Yeah.
But for curly hair, literally I can wear this the day after. I don't have to do much because my style is saved.
Yes.
And if you straighten your hair, it prevents humidity from getting in. You don't look like a poodle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
And it prevents breakage and detangling. Like these are actual these are game changers.
Yeah, I love my silk pillowcase.
Yes. Yeah, you
it
travel
feels
with
very
it.
fancy.
Oh
It's
my
very
God.
good. Yeah,
As we deserve.
Yes. Now we've also got some skincare over here. What do we got going on?
Okay, so one of the shifts you want to make is to use different ingredients at nighttime than you do in the morning time.
Yes.
We get overwhelmed with all the ingredients we have to use, so just split it up.
Okay.
And if I'm going to recommend any ingredient to use, it's going to be retinol.
Okay.
Okay? Retinol is that scientifically backed, most recommended ingredient because it does all the things we're looking for: texture, brightness, collagen, new cells, lift, all of it. And you can use it in the form of a serum.
Okay.
Or we can use it in the form of a moisturizer. So this here is the Neostrata Potent Retinol Complex.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it feels really nice. It goes on after you cleanse your face, before you moisturize. But what's neat about it, you told me that, one of the reasons you stayed away from retinol is because you were scared about the irritation it might cause,
100%.
right?
I was nervous I would use too much or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is super gentle because not only does it have 0.3% retinol, it comes with hyaluronic acid.
Oh, so it hydrates too.
Niacinamide,
Yeah.
centilla. I see people going, yes, like you guys know this is an educated group.
We
They
know.
know their skincare.
We got smarties at the good stuff. Yeah.
And you know what? If you're never going to use a serum because you're like, listen, lady, that's not happening. I'm only doing moisturizer.
Yeah.
Try a moisturizer with retinol.
Okay.
Or a moisturizer like this one that is the overnight repair cream from Neostrata. It has exfoliants, so at least it's going to remove dead skin cells, unclog your pores, and hydrate.
Oh,
so just
that's nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It feels good,
Yeah,
right?
it really does.
Yeah, one of these was an award winner too. So.
Ooh.
It says something.
I
but
love that.
changing up your skincare is so key, especially as we're getting older. Starting in your early 30s makes a big difference.
Okay, fantastic. Now, last but not least, this is one I've been seeing. What do we got going on here?
Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit wild.
Yes.
It's been trending all over social media. My husband loves it. It's basically using mouth tape
Yes.
while you sleep.
Okay, what does this do? Real quick, what does this do?
So basically what this does is that it helps us with our nasal breathing and minimizes breathing through the mouth.
Okay.
So you retain moisture, you have a more restful sleep.
Yes.
And also a lot of people claim that it gives you a more elevated jawline as well.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So all you do is you take it out.
Oh my gosh,
you
you're putting it
literally-
on?
Guys, I'm doing it
You're
for
doing
the
it. I'm
TV.
getting hair out of there. Okay, there we go. There we
And
go.
it also has a slit, so you can breathe. If you're someone that's more claustrophobic.
Yes.
All that to say, before I put this on and can't talk anymore.
Yes.
Make sure it's hypoallergenic.
Yeah.
It's good for your skin. If you have sleep apnea, allergies, or asthma, you need to talk to your doctor before.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
But,
okay. But Shobit is ready for bed. She's doing it. And also, listen, this is fantastic. And maybe it's not giving you the best sleep, but your partner, because you're not going to snore.
Yes.
What a delight.
I feel like it's also a marriage saver. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Shobit, absolutely fantastic. Thank you so, so much. And studio audience, to help you with your sleep routine, you're all going home with a selection of these products. So we got to take a break. We'll be right back. That's great. Losing sleep over a messy bedroom? Well, organizing expert Cass Arson is here to help with decluttering tips for the best night's sleep. Hey, Cass, how's it going? So good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I love sleeping. You love decluttering. This is a match made in heaven right here.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because this is the most important space to declutter is your bedroom.
Okay, that's interesting. So why is that the case?
It sets the tone for your whole life, man.
Okay.
It's the first thing you see when you wake up in the morning
Yeah.
and the last thing you see when you go to bed at night. It's also like cluttered space equals cluttered mind. It's hard to feel rested when you're waking up to a space that's chaotic. Also, it's the place where people tend to like hide things when company is coming.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else's family also does the like shove stuff in, or everyone like, you have the one fancy bedroom that everyone puts their coats on the bed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But your bedroom should be an oasis.
Yeah.
Like it should not be a storage dumping ground that other people don't see. It's just like self-respect, self-love.
Yeah. Okay.
It matters.
I like this. This is fantastic. Now, you say that the biggest culprit in a messy bedroom, and I think we can all agree, is clothes. Yeah, right? Clothing.
And clothing's really hard to declutter, but
Yeah.
that's what we have to do,
Okay.
is declutter. So I want to show you a really quick tip.
Okay.
Go to your closet and just turn every hanger around. It's called a hanger flip.
Oh, okay.
And it takes like, 2 minutes. We're not making any hard decisions.
No.
But as you wear your clothes, you just put it back normally.
Yeah.
And 6 months from now, anything that's backwards, you don't wear.
Oh, I
like-
like that.
It's leaving.
Yes.
It's made the decision for me.
It's made the decision for you. So it's almost like you didn't make the decision. It's just
Right.
happening.
But also, if you want to declutter right now, I think a good kind of mindset change is to realize that clothing that don't fit, or when you put it on, you're like, oh, the bat wings, the muffin top.
Yes.
That's a bully.
Yeah,
are we letting a $20 t-shirt call us names?
Yeah.
No.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's true. It's the things you try on and you're like, oh, if I changed this,
Right.
this would like this
If
and
I
I'd
just
like
go
it.
to the gym, maybe then I'll like this shirt. What are we doing? No, it's a bully and it's leaving. It's not motivating us. It's hurting our feelings.
Yeah, okay. I like that. Get it out of here.
Get it
we don't
out.
want that. Absolutely not.
Nobody's.
Now, I do see a little something that does look familiar for my bedroom. The pile of clothing that is not in the hamper, but it is not in the closet.
Because listen, because you wore the jeans
Yes.
and they're not dirty enough,
No.
but they're too, so where do they go? On the chair.
On the chair.
No.
Everyone knows capital T, capital C, the chair. Yeah.
Everyone, you need hooks. This is crazy how many people don't have just regular hooks on the wall or the back of your door for the dirty, too dirty to put back, but not dirty enough to wash.
Yeah.
This is like a clutter solver. It seems like a basic thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys have them?
No.
Probably not.
This is genius because I genuinely I have what I call the clean clothes pile, and it sits on top of my laundry pile. So to get into the laundry, I have to lift up the clean clothes pile and sneak it in.
Super relatable. My husband always has his grass cutting clothes in a pile. I'm like, hooks,
Yeah.
hooks. Yeah.
Dream. I love that. That's such a great tip. Now, what about keeping our dressers and nightstands clutter-free? Because that's definitely a collection area.
It is. And the best thing is to have this rule called the surfaces are hot lava.
Okay.
So like anything you put down, it bursts into flames.
Yeah.
But that's why trays or shallow baskets are nice because you can still put it down, but it's a container. So it stops the spread. And if you're like me and you eat in bed and you have like, you know, candy wrappers, and Christmas, then you just take the whole thing to the kitchen with you. Like it just makes cleaning up really fast and easy too. So tray on your bedside table.
Okay, I love that. It gives it like a located space to go.
Must have one.
Fantastic. Now, what about under bed, like storage?
So listen, also because I couldn't possibly fit all the ridiculous crap that I have in a tray, I call this my Chuck It bucket.
Nice.
And it goes under my bed. It's a rollout, and it's all the things when I can't sleep. I like to pick locks. Don't ask. Don't judge.
I used to be a locksmith in university.
Stop!
Yeah, that was my summer job.
I love
This is a vibe. Okay,
Yeah, and I woke up blind once because I'm 45, so like my million reading glasses, all that stuff I put under the bed in a rollout.
Yeah.
I use it when I need it, and then I kick it under the bed so it's not clutter.
Okay.
I call it my Chuck It bucket. Everyone needs one.
I love this. It's fantastic. It's like shame-free zone where you just put your Rubik's Cube. Yeah. I love this.
Yes.
Now, I also wanted to talk a little bit, because I know there's a lot of stuff about like phones in bedrooms and things like that, but you actually want to talk about how phones can be useful tools as well.
Yeah, there's a like, ooh, do you, don't you? I say you do.
Yeah.
Why? Because usually what do you have on your bedside table? An alarm clock, if you're like me, there's like a white noise machine, because all those things. The amazing thing is about phones now, they can go into standby mode. So if you get yourself one of these amazing chargers, it charges all your stuff, no cords and cables, and then your phone becomes your alarm clock. Like, look.
Can my phone do that?
Every phone can do that.
This just blew my mind, Cass.
And you can set it to like match your room decor, any clock face you want. So now it's your alarm clock and beautiful, plus bunch of free apps for sound machines or fan noises. Get all the clutter off. Your phone can do it all. And a charger just like this means no clutter.
This is blowing my mind. This is a game changer for me, Cass. Great tip. Thank you so much. Keeping the bedroom clutter-free. We love it. We got to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Food Connection is registered dietitian Nishta Saxena. Hey, Nishta, how's it going? Okay, I am feeling pretty pumped about this. Now, before we talk about food in general, you wanted to talk about healthy eating habits.
Yeah, because actually your hygiene and some of the things you're doing in the day have an impact on your sleep later on.
Okay.
So as an example, we've got some fluids here. So we're going to talk about what not to do.
This is unfortunate because I love all of these things.
These are beautiful fluids.
Yeah.
But drinking 2 to 3 liters of fluids sort of like right at the end of the day, that's going to potentially interrupt your sleep.
Yes.
You don't want to do that. Caffeine can actually stay in your system system up into 14 hours.
Really?
Yeah, so
wow.
it depends on the person, but you really want to avoid that after 12 p.m., any sources of caffeine. And then alcohol and even high sugar, like desserts, you don't want to have those close to bed either. So again, you want a 2 to 3 hour buffer to help you with the sleep hygiene before sleep.
Okay, so if we are gonna have a glass of wine, if we are gonna have that slice of cake, maybe do it a couple hours before you go to bed.
Definitely.
Okay,
yeah. Let
that
it get
sounds
through
good.
the system before, because we want our hormones to be in the right place, which we're going to talk about.
I love that, because
Yes.
again, those things can definitely impact that. Now, we also want to talk a little bit about digestive timing.
Yes, that's what our clock's here to demonstrate.
yeah.
You know, digestion it's a huge thing. A lot of adults don't realize it takes 3 to 4 hours to digest a meal.
Does it really?
It really does.
Oh,
And
wow.
there's so many things that impact digestion, okay? If you have a chronic disease, you know, gaining weight, you're sedentary, poor hydration, low fiber diet, these things really slow down the digestive process.
Oh, okay.
If you're hitting the pillow and you're digesting food and your stomach is full of blood and you're going through functional digestion, you're not secreting those hormones that are getting you ready to sleep. So we really want to focus on eating 3 hours before you hit the pillow.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, if you can.
If you can, yeah.
And you really want to focus on some of the foods we know that have chemicals and compounds that promote sleep.
Okay.
Tryptophan, magnesium, B6, all the good stuff.
Okay, so what are some of those foods that have those things?
Well, these are these foods that have these things. And one thing I will say is they also, speaking of these foods, the purpose of eating these foods that are rich in these compounds is to get our hormones into the right place. So you kind of want to have peaks. You want a peak of cortisol and it comes down. Then you want melatonin to come up right before sleep.
Okay.
So these sleepy foods are going to help with that process.
Okay, right on.
So we have tart cherry juice.
Which I feel like is a thing online. Like
Yes.
everyone's like, tart cherry juice is the thing.
It's the thing. It's been shown to, it's a natural source of melatonin. So it's been shown to help with, you know, getting your body prepared, your sleep efficiency, and it improves sleep duration.
Okay, great.
This is very cool. Kiwis are actually something, 2 kiwis a night can help you get to sleep faster and actually improve your sleep as well.
What is it in kiwis that do that?
It's probably a combination of things,
Yeah.
but in truth, everyone was a little surprised by this
Oh,
study.
interesting. Okay, cool.
Because
I love
who knew
that.
kiwis, and it's easy to eat. It's also a great way to get your vitamin C.
100%. We love that.
Yes, and then we have walnuts, which are also have compounds that are melatonin. That helps with. They contains tryptophan, and this can help again with sleep efficiency. It's also great for the brain. And then fatty fish, can't say enough about it.
Yeah.
We love our omega-3s and our vitamin D, but studies, interventional observational studies, have shown this actually helps with sleep efficiency.
Oh, interesting. What is sleep efficiency?
It's sort of like getting to sleep and that the sleep is good quality sleep.
Okay.
So there's time to sleep, there's getting good sleep, and then there's duration of sleep as well.
Honestly, I'm going to thank fatty fish for that for me because I love a good mackerel.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good
I think
thing.
so.
Okay, fantastic.
And then we also have more the dark greens, the leafy greens. We've got pumpkin seeds and seeds here. These are magnesium rich. Magnesium is something that helps us with our GABA signaling. This is like sort of a chemistry of the brain where we want to quiet the brain, and magnesium rich foods really help to do that.
Okay, cool.
And then finally, lots of people probably just finished a tryptophan rich meal.
I was going to say, when you said tryptophan
Yes.
was in walnuts, I was like, I think that's in turkey.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
we have our turkey, we have our yogurt, we have eggs, tofu. These things are tryptophan rich. Again,
right.
tryptophan helps with creating melatonin. It's a precursor as well as serotonin. And if you have it with a little bit of carbohydrate, it gets to the brain faster, gets you to sleep faster.
Oh, fantastic. I love that. Now, you've got a little bit of what you're calling kind of like a sleepy smoothie.
Yeah.
So how are we making that? What are we doing?
So we're gonna add all these ingredients in here. We've got our tart cherry juice.
Okay.
We've got our kiwi.
Love
Who doesn't
this.
love that?
I love a kiwi. I
We
haven't
love
had kiwi in a long time.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
love frozen spinach.
Yeah, so good.
Because it's easy to use. And then we have a little bit of honey for taste.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
a little bit of yogurt. I was
a
just
little
like
bit
the
of yogurt.
smallest amount of honey.
Yep, exactly. And then the yogurt gives us all of that delicious tryptophan.
Beautiful.
And then we pop this on here and do a little
Blitzy blitz. Absolutely
amazing.
fantastic.
And we have our little sample
smoothie.
taste here.
This is the thing, honestly. I always put spinach in my smoothie, and
Yes.
it's a good thing.
It's a great
You can
thing.
hardly taste it, but it gives you all that boost.
It really does.
Nishta, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Have a good sleep. This is a delight. But what's the bottom line, though?
The bottom line is stay away from caffeine before bed.
Okay.
Make sure you're digesting your food 3 hours before bed. No alcohol, and try these sleepy foods.
Listen, I love a sleepy smoothie. Nishta Sexan, everybody. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for more of the good stuff.